The glass shatters first. Dorcas doesn't look. She's already moving one hand over Nia's mouth, the other pressing her daughter flat against the kitchen floor. Yellow daisy dress, orange elephant, 6 years old, boot steps in the living room. Multiple sets. 30 seconds. Maybe less. Her phone is 3 feet away on the counter. One contact, the one she swore she'd die before using. A flashlight beam cuts across the hallway. She lunges, grabs the phone, hits call. It rings once. The bedroom door kicks open behind her. Across an ocean, in a room that smells like rain and expensive ink, Kim Jae-won answers on the second ring. He doesn't speak, just listens, breathing, ragged, desperate. Then her voice, barely a whisper. She has your eyes, wood splinters, a man's shout, a child's gasp, and they're in my house. The line cuts. Jae-won stands, walks to the window. Seoul's skyline bleeds neon into the 4 a.m. A fog. His reflection stares back cold, surgical, untouchable. His hand moves to his phone. Get me Atlanta. Everyone. Now. 72 hours later. The penthouse is silent except for the hum of the city below. Dorcas stands in the doorway. Field jacket dusty. Eyes hollow. Alive. Nia walks in. Yellow dress still on. She stops when she sees him. Jae-won doesn't move. Doesn't breathe. The little girl tilts her head. Studies his face the way apex predators recognize their own kind. Then she walks forward and touches the silver clip on his tie. Cold metal. Familiar. His jaw tightens. That's all. But his fingers just for 1 second curl into fists. Who sent them? His voice is calm. Surgical. I don't know, Dorcas says. Then we have a problem. He turns to the window. They used my encryption to find you. Silence. He looks at Nia. Then at Dorcas. Which means whoever wants her dead. He pauses. Is standing in this room right now. The city lights flicker. Somewhere in the penthouse, a door closes. The most dangerous secrets are the ones we keep from the people we love. If you want to stay in the shadows with us, where desire and danger share the same breath, subscribe to Velvet Noir. More stories like this are waiting. And trust me, you'll want to know how this ends. The extraction point is a warehouse in Savannah. 36 hours after the call. Dorcas arrives in a stolen Honda with Georgia plates. Nia asleep in the back seat, wrapped in a motel blanket. 2 men wait inside. Black suits. Korean. They don't introduce themselves. Mr. Kim sent us to escort you to the airport, the taller one says. His English is perfect. His eyes never leave Nia. No, Dorcas says. The men exchange a glance. Ma'am, we have a private jet waiting. I'm not getting on a plane with men I don't know. She shifts her weight. The Glock under her jacket is visible now. Tell him I'll meet him in Seoul. Commercial flight. My terms. The shorter man makes a call. Speaks in rapid Korean. Hangs up. Nods. He says you dictate the route. But once you land, you follow his rules. Dorcas doesn't respond. She buckles Nia into the back seat and drives to the airport alone. The men don't follow. On the plane, Nia wakes. Looks out the window at the clouds. Where are we going? Somewhere safe. Is my daddy there? Dorcas closes her eyes. Yes. 14 hours later, they land in Incheon. A black Mercedes waits on the tarmac. The driver opens the door without speaking. Dorcas gets in. Seoul at night is a fever dream. Neon bleeding into fog. Towers that look like they're holding up the sky. They arrive at the penthouse. 53rd floor. The elevator opens directly into the living room. Jae-won stands at the window. He doesn't turn when they enter. Dorcas watches him. Same posture, same shoulders. 6 years and he hasn't aged. Or maybe he was always this old. Nia steps forward. Yellow dress wrinkled from travel. Orange elephant dragging on the marble floor. She stops 3 feet from him. Jae-won turns, looks down at her. The room holds its breath. Then he crouches. Eye level. Studies her face the way a surgeon studies an incision. You look tired, he says quietly. Nia tilts her head. You look sad. His jaw tightens. That's all. But his fingers curl into fists at his sides. What's your name? Nia. Do you know who I am? She nods. Reaches out. Touches the silver clip on his tie. Cold metal. She doesn't flinch. You're my daddy. The words land like bullets. Jae-won stands. Turns to Dorcas. His face is stone. We need to talk. An assistant appears from nowhere. Young woman. Kind eyes. She kneels beside Nia. Would you like to see your room? It has a view of the river. Nia looks at Dorcas. Dorcas nods. They disappear down a hallway. The silence that follows is surgical. They used my encryption, J1 says. Doesn't waste time. The team in Atlanta. They accessed my private channels to track you. Dorcas doesn't react. I know. You know, I mapped your network 6 months ago. Every node. Every vulnerability. She walks to the window, stands beside him. Someone's been watching you for a long time. Someone close. Why didn't you tell me? Because you were the liability, J1. Not them. She turns, meets his eyes. You built an empire on blind trust. I wasn't going to let that kill my daughter. Our daughter. The correction hangs between them. She doesn't know you, Dorcas says. She knows a story, and stories can be rewritten. Is that a threat? It's a fact. Her voice doesn't rise. Doesn't need to. You want her safe? Then we do this my way. I stay. I investigate, and you don't make a single move without clearing it through me first. J1 studies her. The woman who disappeared 6 years ago, who erased herself so completely he thought she might be dead. You've changed. No. She doesn't blink. You just never saw this part. He walks to the bar, pours 2 glasses of whiskey, hands her one. Whoever did this is still inside my organization. They know we're here. I know. They'll try again. I know. Then we agree on one thing. He raises his glass. No one touches her. Dorcas drinks. The burn is familiar. I already have 3 suspects. Names. In the morning. Right now, I need sleep. And so does she. J1 nods toward the hallway. Second door. Everything you need is there. Dorcas walks away. Stops at the threshold. Doesn't turn around. She has your eyes, J1, but she has my instincts. Pause. Don't make me choose between you. The door closes. J1 stands alone, looks at the city, thinks about the photograph. Nia on the swing. Timestamp 3 minutes before the breach. Someone was watching. Someone patient. Someone who knew exactly where to cut. Morning comes too early. Nia wakes to sunlight slicing through floor-to-ceiling glass. The river below looks like molten silver. She pads into the living room, bare feet on cold marble. J1 sits at the dining table. Newspaper, coffee, still wearing yesterday's shirt. He doesn't look up when she enters. Nia climbs into the chair across from him. Legs swinging, too short to reach the floor. Do you sleep? She asks. Sometimes. Mommy says people who don't sleep are thinking too much. Your mother is smart. Are you thinking about the bad men? This time he looks up. Amber eyes. Identical to his own. It's like staring into a mirror that shows him who he was before the world taught him to be cold. Yes. Will they come here? No. How do you know? Because I won't let them. Nia considers this. Picks up his coffee cup, takes a sip, makes a face. That's disgusting. The corner of his mouth twitches. Almost a smile. You're 6. You shouldn't drink coffee. You're old. You shouldn't lie to little girls. The silence that follows is different, lighter. What did your mother tell you about me? He asks. That you're strong, and smart, and dangerous. She sets the cup down carefully. And that you loved her once. Did she tell you why she left? She said she was protecting me. From what? Nia looks at him. Really looks. 6 years old, but already reading faces like code. From you. The truth sits between them. Heavy. Undeniable. J1 leans back. She was right. Footsteps. Dorcas appears. Hair wet from the shower. Wearing clothes that aren't hers. Someone laid them out while she slept. She stops when she sees them together. Something crosses her face. Fear, maybe. Or regret. Nia, go get dressed. We have work to do. The little girl slides off the chair. Walks past her mother without a word. Dorcas sits where Nia was. Takes the coffee cup. Drinks from the same spot her daughter did. She's not afraid of you, she says. She should be. Children don't fear what they don't understand. They just observe. Dorcas sets the cup down. She's been watching you since we arrived. Testing. Trying to figure out if you're real. And? You passed. She pulls a tablet from her jacket. Slides it across the table. 3 names. 3 people with access to your encryption. 3 people who've made unusual financial moves in the last 6 months. J1 scans the list. His face doesn't change, but his breathing does. Kang Demon, you're second in command. He's been with me for 8 years, which makes him the perfect candidate. Dorcas pulls up a file. Bank transfers, shell companies, routing numbers that lead to Cyprus, then Dubai, then nowhere. He's not just selling information, he's building a rival network using your infrastructure. Why now? Because you're expanding, moving legitimate. He knows once you go clean, the old empire dies. She zooms in on a transaction. This one went through the day before Atlanta. Jaewon's knuckles whiten. He paid for the hit. On you. Me. Nia. All of us. Dorcas closes the tablet. He's not trying to take over. He's trying to reset. Kill the king. Inherit the kingdom. Where is he now? In this building. 3 floors down. Waiting for your morning briefing. Jaewon stands. Walks to the window. The city is waking up. Cars like ants. People like ghosts. If I kill him, it sends a message. But it doesn't kill the network. No. Dorcas joins him. You need to burn it from the inside. Expose it. Let it collapse under its own weight. That takes time. We have time. Do we? He turns. Looks at her. Really looks. The scar above her left eyebrow. The way she stands with her weight on her back foot. Combat ready. Always. They know we're here. They know she's here. Every second we wait is a second they're planning. Then we don't wait. Dorcas steps closer. Close enough to feel the heat coming off him. We make them move first. Force their hand. How? She smiles. Sharp. Dangerous. You're about to have a very public argument with your second in command. One that makes him think you're weak. Distracted. Vulnerable. And when he strikes, we'll be ready. Jaewon studies her. The woman who built a ghost life. Who erased herself so thoroughly even he couldn't find her. You're enjoying this. I'm good at this. She doesn't apologize. And right now, being good at this is the only thing keeping her alive. He reaches out. Stops himself. Hand hovering between them. 6 years, he says quietly. 6 years. Why didn't you tell me? Because you would have looked for us. And looking leaves tracks. Her voice doesn't waver. I chose her over you. I'd do it again. I know. His hand drops. But now I'm choosing both. The words land soft. Final. Dorcas turns away. Don't make promises you can't keep. Jaewon. I never do. The office is glass and steel. 49th floor. Kang Demon sits across from Jaewon's desk. Suit pressed. Face neutral. He's been waiting 20 minutes. When Jaewon finally enters, he doesn't apologize. We need to talk about the Singapore expansion, Demon says. We need to talk about Atlanta. Jaewon doesn't sit. Stays standing. Deliberate power play. Demon's eyes flicker. Just once. What about it? Someone used my encryption. Tracked a target I didn't authorize. Targets move. You know that. Not this one. Jaewon walks to the window. Hands in pockets. Calculated casual. This one was personal. Personal how? That's not your concern. Silence. Demon shifts in his chair. With respect, sir, if it affects operations. It doesn't. Jaewon cuts him off, voice like a blade. What affects operations is the leak. Someone in this building sold access to our channels. Do you have proof? I'm working on it. Then let me help. I can run diagnostics, trace the breach. No? Jaewon turns, looks at him. I'll handle it internally. Demon stands, slowly. You're shutting me out. I'm protecting the organization. By trusting no one? By trusting the right people. The words hang. Demon's jaw tightens. Am I not the right people? Jaewon doesn't answer, just holds his gaze. 8 years, Demon says, voice low, controlled. I've bled for you, killed for you, and now you're questioning my loyalty? I'm questioning everyone's loyalty, including my own. Jaewon sits, dismissal. We're done here. Demon doesn't move. You're making a mistake. Then I'll make it alone. The door closes. Hard. Jaewon counts to 30, then presses the intercom. He took the bait, Dorcas says. She's watching from a room 2 floors up. Hidden camera in Demon's office. He made 3 calls the second he left. All encrypted. Can you break them? Already did. He's moving money, liquidating assets. He thinks you're onto him. Good. Keep tracking. I want to know every move. Jaewon. He stops. This ends ugly. You know that. I know. Can you handle it? Can you? Pause. I've been handling uglier for 6 years. The line goes dead. That night, Nia can't sleep. She wanders into the living room, finds Jaewon on the couch, tablet in his lap, face lit blue. You're thinking too much again, she says. He looks up. What are you doing awake? I had a dream. About what? The bad men. She climbs onto the couch beside him. Doesn't ask permission. They were in our old house. Mommy was hiding me in the closet, but they found us anyway. Jae-won sets the tablet aside. That won't happen here. How do you know? Because I won't let it. You said that before, and I meant it. Nia looks at the tablet. Sees files, photos, numbers. Is that the bad man? The one who's close? Yes. What will you do to him? Jae-won considers his answer. He could lie, should lie, but those amber eyes are looking at him like they can see straight through to bone. I'm going to stop him. Will you kill him? The question is simple. Clinical. No fear in it. Maybe. Mommy says killing is the last choice, not the first. Your mother is right. But sometimes there is no other choice. He turns, looks at her. Who told you that? No one. I just know. She leans against his shoulder. Small weight. Warm. Bad people don't stop being bad because you ask them nicely. Jae-won doesn't respond. Just sits there, feeling the shape of her against him. This tiny human who carries his blood, who speaks like she's already lived a dozen lifetimes. Do you miss her? Nia asks. Mommy? From before? Yes. Do you love her now? The question breaks something in his chest. I don't know. I think you do. You look at her the way she looks at pictures of you. Like it hurts. Footsteps. Dorcas appears in the hallway, sees them, freezes. Nia. Bed. But. Now. The little girl slides off the couch, walks past her mother, stops, looks back at Jae-won. She's scared too, she just doesn't show it. Then she's gone. Dorcas sits where Nia was. The cushion is still warm. She shouldn't have said that. Why? Because it's true? Dorcas doesn't answer. You told me you hid because I was a liability, Jae-won says. But that's not the whole truth, is it? What's the whole truth? You were afraid I'd choose the Empire over her, over you. He leans forward, elbows on knees. And you were right. 6 years ago I would have. And now the Empire is the thing putting her in danger. He looks at her. So I'm burning it down. Dorcas goes still. You can't. Watch me. Jae-won, if you dismantle this, you lose everything. Your immunity, your protection. They'll come for you. Let them. And what happens to Nia when you're in prison? Or dead? Then you do what you do best. You disappear. Take her somewhere I can't follow. His voice doesn't waver. But at least she'll be free. The silence is crushing. You're serious. I've never been more serious. Dorcas stands, paces, stops at the window. There's another way. Tell me. We don't burn it. We transfer it. Redirect the infrastructure. Turn every trafficking route into an extraction network. Every safe house into a real safe house. Jae-won stands. That's impossible. No. It's just never been done. She turns. Eyes bright. Dangerous. You have the network. I have the contacts. We feed the evidence to Interpol slowly. Controlled demolition. By the time they move, we've already saved more people than they ever could. And Demon? Demon dies. But his network dies with him. She steps closer. We don't just win, Jae-won. We remake the board. He looks at her. This woman who thinks in chess moves and long games, who disappeared for 6 years and came back with a plan that could save them all. When did you become this? The day I found out I was pregnant. She doesn't smile. I had to. Outside, the city breathes. Inside, something shifts. Something old and broken and maybe, finally, starting to heal. We'll need help, Jae-won says. I know. People we trust. I have a list. Of course you do. Dorcas almost smiles. Almost. One more thing. What? If this works, you testify. Full immunity deal. You give them everything. I go to prison. Maybe. Probably. She doesn't look away. But Nia grows up knowing her father chose her. Not the Empire. Her. The words settle. Heavy. True. Jae-won nods. Once. Then we start tomorrow. We start now. Dorcas pulls out her phone. I've got someone in Hong Kong who owes me a favor. She walks away. Leaves him standing there, alone with the weight of what they're about to do. In her room, Nia lies awake. Orange elephant tucked under her arm, listening to the sound of her parents planning in the dark. She closes her eyes. Smiles. Tomorrow, she thinks, is going to be different. The command room is underground. Sub-basement 3. Walls lined with servers that hum like sleeping beasts. Dorcas works standing up. 3 monitors, fingers moving across keyboards like a pianist hitting complex chords. Jaewon sits across from her, phone in hand, making calls in 4 different languages. They don't speak to each other, don't need to. The work is a conversation. Nia sits in the corner, coloring, drawing pictures of houses with too many windows. She's been here for 6 hours, hasn't complained once. Got him, Dorcas says. Jaewon looks up. She turns the monitor. A financial web. Nodes connecting like synapses. Demons moving funds through 12 shell companies. But they all lead here. She taps the screen. A shipping container leasing company in Busan. Legitimate? On paper. But look at the cargo logs. She pulls up another file. 3 shipments in the last month, all marked as industrial equipment, all flagged by customs but cleared anyway. He has someone inside, multiple someones, port authority, customs inspectors, local police. Dorcas zooms in on a manifest. This shipment cleared 2 days ago. Destination, Manila. Jaewon goes still. Manila has the trafficking hub. Had, past tense. We shut it down 3 years ago. Unless someone rebuilt it. He stands, walks to the monitor, studies the numbers. How many containers? 40. 40. The word sits heavy. That's not smuggling. That's infrastructure. Dorcas pulls up satellite images. A warehouse district. Barbed wire. Guard towers. This is the drop point. Registered to a logistics company. Owned by, let me guess, another shell. Bingo. And the owner. She clicks. A photo appears. Korean man, late 50s. Scar across his left cheek. Jaewon's face doesn't change. But his breathing does. I know him. Who is he? Park Min-jun. I sent him to prison 8 years ago for trafficking. He was supposed to die there. Somebody let him out early. Dorcas cross-references. Released 6 months ago. Good behavior. Min-jun doesn't do good behavior. He does deals. Then Demon made one. Got him out. Gave him funding. Set him loose. She turns. Jaewon. If they're rebuilding the Manila operation, it's not just about killing me. It's about replacing the entire network. He walks to the wall, presses his palms flat against the concrete. Demon's not just a traitor. He's a builder, which makes him more dangerous and more vulnerable. Jaewon turns. Builders need time. They need stability. They need you to be distracted. Dorcas finishes the thought. That's what Atlanta was. Not assassination. Distraction. Get you focused on protecting Nia while he builds behind your back. It almost worked. It did work. We're here instead of there. Jaewon looks at her. You knew this. I suspected. And you didn't tell me. I needed proof. Now I have it. She closes the laptop. We hit Manila. Tomorrow. Burn the warehouse. Salt the earth. That tips our hand. Good. Let them know we're coming. Dorcas. They touched my daughter, Jaewon. They put a scope on her while she was swinging. They get nothing. No warning. No mercy. Just fire. The rage in her voice is cold. Surgical. Nia looks up from her drawing. Mommy? Dorcas closes her eyes. Breathes. When she opens them, the rage is gone. Packed away. What, baby? Are we going somewhere? Not you. Just me. And him? She points at Jaewon. Yes. When will you be back? Soon. Nia considers this. Goes back to coloring. Okay. That night, Jaewon finds Dorcas in the training room. Hitting a bag. Bare knuckles. No wraps. Her hands are bleeding. You're going to break something, he says. Good. Hit. 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 I want to break something. He catches the bag. Stops it mid-swing. She glares at him. Sweat dripping. Eyes wild. Let it go. No. Hit. But he's holding it. The impact jars up her arms. Move. Make me. She lunges. Tries to push past him. He catches her wrists. She twists. He adjusts. They're chest to chest. Breathing hard. Staring. She's safe here, Jaewon says quietly. For now. For as long as we're both alive. And when we're not, then we've failed. But we fail together. The words break something. Dorcas sags. Just a little. Enough. Jaewon lets go. Steps back. She looks at her hands. Knuckles split. Blood welling. I kept her hidden for 6 years. 6 years. And in 3 days, they found her. Her voice cracks. Just once. What's the point of running if they always find you? You stop running. He hands her a towel. You turn around. You make them bleed instead. She looks up. You've changed. No, you just never saw this part. The words echo. 6 years ago. Different context. Same truth. Dorcas wipes her hands. Manila. Tomorrow. I'll have a team ready. No team. Just us. That's suicide. That's a statement. She drops the towel. I want them to know who's coming. I want them to see our faces before it ends. J1 studies her. The woman who built walls and disappeared, who's now asking to walk into fire. You're sure? I've never been more sure. Then we go at dawn. They stand there. 2 people who should hate each other, who maybe still do, who definitely still love each other in the way broken things love broken things. J1. Yes. If I don't come back, you will. If I don't, you take her. You run. And you never look back. I won't need to. Because you're coming back. Dorcas nods, walks toward the door, stops. She drew you today, in her picture. You were standing in front of the house, protecting it. Did she draw you? Inside, with her, looking out the window. What does that mean? It means she's already decided. Dorcas doesn't turn around. You're the shield. I'm the comfort. We're both necessary. The door closes. J1 stands alone, looks at his reflection in the mirror, sees someone he doesn't recognize, someone softer, more breakable, someone with something to lose. He thinks about Nia's drawing, him outside, her inside. He thinks about Manila, the warehouse, the fire they're about to light. He thinks about the possibility that tomorrow, one or both of them might not come home. And for the first time in 8 years, Kim J1 is afraid. Manila at midnight is heat and humidity and neon that never sleeps. The warehouse sits at the edge of the port. Barbed wire, guard towers, lights that sweep every 30 seconds. Dorcas and J1 watch from a rooftop 2 buildings away. 6 guards, 4 on rotation, 2 stationary, Dorcas says. Binoculars, thermal imaging, loading dock on the east side. Unguarded, too easy. I know. It's a trap. I know. They're both thinking it. Neither says it. The trap is the point. Walk into it. Spring it. Make them think they've won. Then burn it all. J1 checks his phone. Text from the penthouse. She's asleep. No movement outside. He responds. Keep it that way. Dorcas stands. Adjusts her vest. Checks her Glock. Extra magazine. Combat knife strapped to her thigh. I go first, she says. No. J1. I know this facility. I know the layout. I go first. You cover. She wants to argue. Doesn't. 5 minutes. If you're not out, I'm coming in. 10. 7. Deal. He moves to the ledge. Looks down. 20-foot drop to the next roof. Then a gap. Then the warehouse. He doesn't hesitate. Just jumps. Lands. Rolls. Keeps moving. Dorcas tracks him through the scope. Professional. Clinical. Ignoring the part of her that wants to scream at him to come back. J1 reaches the loading dock. Picks the lock. 30 seconds. The door opens. He slips inside. The interior is exactly what they expected. And worse. Containers. Dozens of them. Stacked 3 high. Combination locks. No windows. He moves to the nearest one. Puts his ear against the metal. Silence. He tries another. Breathing. His blood goes cold. He pulls the bolt cutter from his belt. Snaps the lock. Opens the door. The smell hits first. Unwashed bodies. Fear. Waste. Then the eyes. 20 pairs. Women. Children. Huddled in the dark. They don't speak. Don't move. Just stare. J1 steps back. Keys his calm. Dorcas. I see you. What's wrong? They're here. All of them. Still alive. Pause. How many? He looks down the row. 40 containers. 20 people per container. 800. Maybe more. The silence on the line is deafening. Then, I'm calling it in. No. They'll scatter. Kill the evidence. We can't extract 800 people alone. We're not extracting. We're burning. J1. The warehouse. The records. Everything except the containers. We leave them alive. Let the fire bring authorities. Anonymous tip. They'll have to respond. That's insane. It's the only play. Dorcas doesn't answer. He can hear her breathing. Fast. Controlled. 30 seconds. She finally says. Then I'm gone. J1 moves. Not toward the exit. Deeper. He finds the office. 2nd floor. Glass windows overlooking the floor. Inside. Ledgers. Files. Computers. A map on the wall with routes marked in red. He pulls out his phone. Starts photographing everything. That's when he sees it. A file. Thick, labeled in Korean, Jebunyu Desang, subjects for reclassification. He opens it. Photos. Children, ages 2 to 15, each with a number, a destination, a price. His hands shake. He flips through. Keeps going. Doesn't want to. Can't stop. Then he sees her. Not Nia, different girl, but the same age, same eyes. The note beside her photo. Premium. Expedite. Jae-won closes the file, sits down, puts his head in his hands. For 8 years, he told himself the trafficking was collateral, necessary evil, the cost of building an empire. For 8 years, he lied. Now he's looking at the invoice. The receipts, the accounting of human misery. And he realizes he didn't just allow this, he funded it, protected it, made it possible. His empire isn't poisoned, it is the poison. Jae-won. Time. Dorcas's voice in his ear. Urgent. Guards are moving. You need to go. He stands, pockets the file, pulls out the incendiary charge, plants it under the desk, sets the timer, 2 minutes, moves to the stairs, stops, looks down at the containers, all those eyes, watching, waiting. He pulls out his phone, opens a secure line, types, anonymous tip, Manila Port Warehouse, coordinates attached, 800 plus trafficking victims, evidence on site, move now, sends it to 3 international agencies. Then he runs. He's 50 yards from the building when it blows. The explosion is clean, surgical, just the office, just the records. The containers are untouched. Sirens, immediate, getting closer. Dorcas meets him at the extraction point, grabs his face, checks for injury. You cut it close. I know. Did you get it? He hands her the file. She opens it, starts reading, stops. Oh God, I know. Jae-won, this is everything. Names, routes, destinations, banks. He looks at her. If we release this, the entire network collapses, and you go down with it. I know. She stares at him. This man who built an empire on lies, who's now holding the match. You're sure? She's 6 years old, Dorcas. And somewhere in that file is another 6-year-old who won't make it to 7 unless we do this. Dorcas closes the file. Then we do it. They drive back in silence. The file sits between them. 800 lives and counting. When they reach the penthouse, dawn is breaking. The city is waking up. Nia sits at the kitchen table. Orange elephant beside her, drawing again. She looks up when they enter, sees their faces. Did you win? Jae-won crouches. Eye level. I don't know yet, but you're safe. Yes, then you won. She goes back to her drawing. Simple, final. Jae-won stands, looks at Dorcas. She nods. They go to the command room, start scanning, start uploading, start building the case that will end everything. And as the sun rises over Seoul, Kim Jae-won makes a choice. Not the empire, not immunity, not the throne. Just her, just them. Just the possibility of something that isn't built on bones. The plan takes shape over 72 hours. No sleep. Just coffee and rage and the kind of focus that comes from knowing you're burning your life down and meaning it. Dorcas works the evidence. Cataloging. Cross-referencing. Building a timeline that spans 8 years and 4 continents. Jae-won works the network. Calling in favors. Burning bridges. Telling people who've bled for him that the empire is over. Some understand. Most don't. By the 3rd night, they have it. A complete package. Names, dates, locations, financial records, everything. We send this to Interpol, the FBI, and the ICC simultaneously, Dorcas says. No warning, no negotiation, just a full data dump. Demon will see it coming. Let him. He can run. We'll just run faster. Jae-won looks at the screen. Years of work, billions in assets. An empire that made him untouchable, about to become evidence in his own prosecution. When I testify, he says quietly, they'll ask for names. Everyone involved, including the people who helped us today. I know. Some of them will go to prison. I know. Are you okay with that? Dorcas turns, looks at him. Are you? The question hangs. I don't know, Jae-won admits. I've been the king for so long I don't know how to be anything else. Then let me tell you. She steps closer. You're not the king. You're a father. That's the only title that matters now. And if I can't protect her from prison, then I will. like I have been. She doesn't blink, but she deserves to know you tried, that you chose her, that you burned the world for her. Is that enough? It has to be. Silence. The command room hums around them. Servers processing, data compiling. Tell me something, J1 says. When you found out you were pregnant, before you ran, did you love me? Dorcas goes still. Yes. Do you love me now? The pause is longer this time. I don't know. I know I want you alive. I know I want you in her life. I know I want you to be better than you were. She looks away. But love, I'm not sure I remember how that feels. Neither do I. They stand there, two people who broke each other, who might, possibly, be reassembling the pieces. Jaewon reaches out, touches her hand, just fingers, barely. She doesn't pull away. If this works, he says, if we survive, if I don't go to prison, if, too many ifs, one if, just one. He turns her hand over, traces the scar on her palm. If we get through this, will you let me try? Try what? To earn it back. What we had. Dorcas looks at their hands, his larger, hers calloused from trigger discipline. Ask me again when you're free. What if I'm not free? Then ask me anyway. She pulls away, because the answer won't change based on where you're standing. She walks out, leaves him alone with the evidence and the weight. Jaewon sits, looks at the files, thinks about Nia's drawing, him protecting the house, her inside it. He thinks about choice, real choice, not the kind dictated by power or fear or necessity, but the kind that breaks you and rebuilds you into something honest. He opens a new file, starts typing. Statement of Kim Jae-won. Witness testimony regarding organized trafficking operations 2017 to 2025. I, Kim Jae-won, do solemnly declare. The words come slow, then faster. He types through dawn, through breakfast, through Nia asking why he looks sad and Dorcas telling her to let him work. By noon, he has 60 pages. Every name, every operation, every moment. He looked away because it was easier than looking close. He sends it to Dorcas. Subject line, Part 1. She reads it. Sends back, "You're doing the right thing." He responds, "It doesn't feel right." Her reply, "It never does." That afternoon, Demon makes his move. The call comes from Jae-won's accountant. Panicked. "Sir, someone's draining the offshore accounts." "How much?" "All of it. Every liquid asset. 2 billion. Maybe more." "Where's it going?" "I don't know. The routing it's complicated. Layered. I can't track it." Jae-won hangs up, calls Dorcas. "He's moving," she says before he can speak. "I see it. He knows we're coming." "How?" "Doesn't matter. We accelerate. Send everything now. We're not ready. We're ready enough." Jae-won looks at the clock. 2:47 p.m. Nia's in her room. Napping. Safe. "Do it." Dorcas presses send. The files upload. 60,000 pages. Photos. Videos. Audio recordings. Sent to 17 agencies across 12 countries. "Done," she says. "How long until they respond?" "Hours. Days. Depends how fast they move." Jae-won's phone buzzes. Text from Demon. "You should have stayed in your lane." He responds. "Come say that to my face." 3 minutes later, another text. "Already here." The power goes out. Emergency lights kick in. Red. Dim. Jae-won moves. Grabs his weapon from the desk. Keys his comm. "Dorcas." "I know." 6 heat signatures. Coming up the service elevator. "Where's Nia?" "Still in her room." "I'm moving to her now." "Don't let them." "I won't." The line cuts. Jae-won moves through the dark. Muscle memory. He knows this space better than his own breath. The elevator dings. Doors open. 6 men. Tactical gear. Suppressed weapons. They fan out. Professional. Trained. Jae-won fires first. Hits 2. Center mass. They drop. The others scatter. Return fire. Rounds punch through drywall. Shatter glass. He moves. Doesn't stop moving. Shoots. Reloads. Shoots again. 4 down. 2 left. Then the lights come back on. Demon stands in the doorway. Suit. No weapon visible. Just standing there, smiling. "You always were a better shot than a businessman," he says. Jae-won aims at his head. "Last chance. Walk away." "From what? The empire you just destroyed?" Demon laughs. You sent those files. All of them. To everyone. Yes. You realize that includes your own crimes. I know. You're going to prison, J1. For a very long time. Probably. And you did it for what? A woman who left you? A child you didn't know existed? Yes. Demon shakes his head. That's not strategy. That's weakness. Maybe. J1 doesn't lower the gun. But it's my weakness. Not yours. Where is she? The girl. Safe. For now. Forever. Demon's smile fades. You really think you can protect her from prison? I don't have to. I just have to remove every threat before I go. Starting with me, ending with you. They stare at each other. 8 years of partnership, trust, brotherhood, all of it ash. I'm going to kill you, Demon says simply. Then her, then the woman. Erase all three. Start clean. You're welcome to try. Demon pulls a gun. Aims. J1 fires first. The round takes Demon in the shoulder. Spins him. He drops. J1 walks over. Kicks the weapon away. Stands over him. You could have just left, he says quietly. Taken the money. Disappeared. I would have let you. Demon laughs. Blood on his teeth. No, you wouldn't. You'd have hunted me. Eventually. Maybe. Not maybe. Definitely. Because that's who you are. A predator. Just like me. Not anymore. Liar. Demon coughs. Red. You don't change. Neither do I. We're built for this. Blood and power and the dark. J1 crouches. Looks him in the eye. I have a daughter now. She's 6. She draws pictures of me protecting her house. That's who I am now. Not this. Not you. Pretty words. But when they come for her, and they will, you'll remember. You'll go back to being what you are. What you've always been. J1 stands. Maybe, but not today. He turns. Walks away. Behind him, Demon reaches for a backup weapon. Raises it. Dorcas shoots from the doorway. Single round. Clean. Demon falls. Doesn't get up. J1 doesn't turn around. Just keeps walking. Is she safe? He asks. Yes. Locked in the panic room. Didn't see anything. Good. They stand there. Bodies around them. Blood on the marble. The Empire dying in real time. It's over, Dorcas says. Not yet. They'll send more. Then we'll be ready. J1 looks at her. This woman who killed for him, ran from him, came back to save him. I love you, he says. Not a question, not a request, just a fact. Dorcas doesn't respond immediately, just stands there, weapon still raised, blood on her hands. Then, I know, it's not I love you back, it's not rejection, it's just acknowledgement. Space for it to be true even if she's not ready to say it yet. The files are out, she continues. By tomorrow, every agency in the world will be looking for you. For us. No, I'm protected. Witness immunity. Already negotiated it. When? 3 days ago. Before Manila. Before any of this. J1 stares. You planned this. I planned for survival. Yours and hers and mine. She lowers the weapon. You testify. I testify. We give them everything. And when it's done, we disappear. New identities. New country. New life. Is that possible? If you want it to be. And Nia? She comes with us. Obviously. J1 nods. Processes. What do I have to do? Surrender. Tomorrow. I've already arranged it. You've thought of everything. That's my job. She walks toward him. Stops just close enough. Your job is to stay alive long enough to walk out of this. I can do that. Good. She touches his face. Fingers gentle. Because I'm not doing this alone. He leans into her hand. Just for a second. Allows himself the softness. Then sirens. Distant. Getting closer. They're coming, Dorcas says. Let them. They go to Nia's room. Open the panic room. She's sitting inside. Orange elephant. Drawing. She looks up. Sees them. Smiles. Did you win? J1 kneels. Not yet, but we're getting close. Can I come out now? Yes. She runs to them. Hugs Dorcas. Then, for the first time, hugs J1. He freezes. Doesn't know what to do with his hands. Then he does. Wraps them around her. Holds her. Outside. The sirens scream. Inside. Something like peace. They leave Seoul at dawn. 3 vehicles. The first is a decoy. The second carries the evidence. The third carries them. J1 drives. Dorcas rides shotgun. Nia sleeps in the back, orange elephant, seatbelt. The safe house is 2 hours north. Mountains, isolation, a place even Demon didn't know about. They're 20 minutes out when the tail appears. 2 vehicles, Dorcas says, checking the side mirror. Black SUVs, staying back but not leaving. How long? 10 minutes. Maybe less. J1 doesn't speed up, doesn't change lanes, just drives, calculating. Wake her up. Dorcas reaches back. Gentle shake. Nia, baby, we need you awake. The little girl blinks, sees their faces, understands immediately. Bad men? Yes. What do I do? Stay down. Stay quiet. No matter what happens. Nia nods, clutches the elephant, slides to the floor. The SUV's close distance, 50 meters, 40, 30. Here we go, J1 says. The first vehicle pulls alongside. Passenger window rolls down. Gunfire, immediate, professional. J1 swerves. The rounds punch through the rear window. Miss Nia by inches. Dorcas leans out, returns fire. Hits the driver. The SUV veers, crashes into the guardrail. 1 down. The second vehicle accelerates, rams them from behind. Metal screams. The car shudders. Hold on. J1 yanks the wheel, takes the next exit. Mountain road, narrow, no shoulder. The SUV follows. Faster now, aggressive. They round a curve. The road drops. Steep descent, forest on both sides. There, Dorcas points. Service road, barely visible. J1 takes it. The car bounces, suspension screaming, branches scraping the sides. The SUV hesitates, then follows. Half a mile in, the road ends. Dead end, cliff face. J1 stops, kills the engine. Out! Now! They move. Dorcas grabs Nia, runs. J1 covers, weapon raised. The SUV stops. 4 men pile out, tactical gear, rifles. They don't negotiate, just start shooting. J1 returns fire, drops one, wounds another. The others scatter, find cover. He retreats, follows Dorcas into the tree line. They run, Nia bouncing in Dorcas's arms, not crying, not screaming, just holding on. Behind them, shouts. Movement. The sound of men who won't stop. They reach a ravine. 10-foot drop. Water at the bottom. Jump, J1 says. Dorcas doesn't hesitate. Leaps, lands, rolls, protects Nia with her body. J1 follows. Hits wrong. His ankle buckles. Pain. Sharp. Immediate. He doesn't stop. Can't stop. They keep moving. The safe house is visible now. 100 yards. Stone. Reinforced. Windows barred. They're 50 yards out when the first round hits J1. Shoulder. Left side. The impact spins him. He drops to one knee. Dorcas sees. Stops. No. Keep moving, he shouts. Blood. Warm. Spreading. Get her inside. Dorcas hesitates. 1 second. That's all. Then she runs. J1 turns. Raises his weapon. Fires. Covers them. Buys time. He sees Dorcas reach the door. Unlock it. Shove Nia inside. Turn back. Go! He screams. She goes. Disappears inside. The door slams. J1 stands. Stumbles toward the house. 30 yards. 20. Another round. Thigh. He goes down. Hard. Can't stand. Can't run. Just crawls. The men emerge from the trees. 4 shapes. Weapons raised. They walk toward him. Slow. Confident. He's done. J1 keeps crawling. Bleeding. Leaving a trail. 10 yards. 5. The door opens. Dorcas. Rifle. She fires. 3-round burst. Drops the lead man. The others dive. Return fire. The house shudders. J1 reaches the porch. Hands on the steps. Dorcas grabs his vest. Drags him inside. The door slams. Bolts slide. They're in. J1 leans against the wall. Blood everywhere. 2 wounds. Maybe arterial. Dorcas applies pressure. Stay with me. I'm here. Don't you dare die on me. Not planning on it. Nia appears. Face pale. Orange elephant dragging. Daddy? The word hits like another bullet. J1 looks at her. Tries to smile. Hey, sweetheart. You're bleeding. Just a little. That's a lot. Okay, a lot. Dorcas works fast. Field dressing. Compression. Needle and thread. No anesthetic. J1 takes it. Doesn't scream. Just breathes. Hard. Through the teeth. Outside. Silence. Then movement. They're regrouping. How many rounds do we have? J1 asks. Enough. Enough for what? Long enough. For what? Dorcas doesn't answer. Just keeps stitching. The first impact comes at the door. Battering ram. The wood holds. Barely. Second impact. The frame cracks. Third impact. The door gives. An inch. Then stops. Reinforced bar holding. They'll breach eventually, J1 says. I know. Then we need a plan. I have one. Tell me. You and Nia go out the back. Through the tunnel. I hold them here. Absolutely not, J1. Absolutely not. You can barely walk. You can't fight. Then I'll die trying. He grabs her wrist. We leave together or we don't leave. Dorcas stares at him. This stubborn, broken, bleeding man who won't quit. You're an idiot. I know. A stubborn, suicidal idiot. Agreed. She almost smiles. Fine. We fight. Nia pulls on her sleeve. Mommy. Not now, baby. Mommy. What? There's a phone. In the cabinet. The red one. You said to tell you if I ever saw a red phone. Dorcas freezes. Stands. Runs to the cabinet. Opens it. Satellite phone. Military grade. Single speed dial. She presses it. It rings twice. This is Raptor 6. Authentication code Sigma Tango 99. I have a critical extraction request. Pause. Copy that. How many souls? 3. 2 adults, 1 child. Heavy fire. Multiple hostiles. Location. She rattles off coordinates. Copy. QRF inbound. ETA 12 minutes. Can you hold? We don't have a choice. Then hold. We're coming. The line goes dead. Dorcas looks at J1. 12 minutes. Then we fight for 12 minutes. They move. Set up positions. Windows. Doors. Firing lanes. The battering ram hits again. The door splinters. Holds. Then silence. J1 knows what's coming. Breach charge. Yeah. They get behind cover. Brace. The explosion is massive. The door disintegrates. Smoke. Dust. Fire. Shapes move through. Fast. Professional. Dorcas fires. J1 fires. Controlled bursts. Make every round count. 2 men drop. 3. The rest scatter. Firefight. Close quarters. Brutal. Rounds punching through walls. Glass shattering. The house falling apart around them. J1 takes another hit. Grazing. Ear. Burns like acid. He keeps firing. Dorcas moves. Flanks. Drops another man from behind. Then another. The math is simple. They're outnumbered. Outgunned. Running out of time. But they're fighting for something the other side isn't. They're fighting for her. Nia huddles in the corner. Hands over her ears. Eyes squeezed shut. Orange elephant pressed to her chest. And J1 realizes she can't see this, can't hear this, can't carry this for the rest of her life. Dorcas, he shouts. Cover me. He runs. Across the room. Slides. Grabs Nia. Shields her with his body. A round hits. Back. High. Vest catches most of it. Ribs crack. He doesn't stop. Carries her to the bathroom. Smallest room. Reinforced tub. He drops her inside. Covers her. Stay here. Don't move. Don't look. Daddy. I'll be right back. He kisses her forehead. Blood on her skin now. His blood. Then he's gone. Outside. Rotor wash. Heavy. Fast. Military. Helicopter. 2. No. 3. Ropes drop. Men fast rope down. Black tactical gear. Different insignia. They hit the ground. Move like ghosts. Suppressed weapons. Trained. Professional. 12 seconds. That's how long it takes them to neutralize the remaining hostiles. Clean. Efficient. Final. The lead operator enters. Sees Dorcas. Nods. Ma'am, we're your ride. She points to the bathroom. The child. Get her first. Copy. They extract Nia. Gentle. She's crying now. Shaking. They wrap her in a blanket. Carry her to the helicopter. Then J1. 2 men supporting him. He's lost a lot of blood. Vision blurring. Stay with us, sir. Trying. They reach the helicopter. Lift him in. Medic starts working immediately. IV. Pressure. Trauma protocols. Dorcas climbs in last. The door closes. They're airborne. 30 seconds. The safe house shrinks below. Smoke rising. Bodies everywhere. Nia sits beside J1. Orange elephant. Blood-stained. She holds his hand. You came back. She whispers. Always. You promised. I know. Don't break promises. I won't. She leans against him. He wraps his good arm around her. Dorcas watches them. This broken man and this small girl, connected by blood and choice and the kind of love that breaks you and rebuilds you into something honest. The medic looks up. He needs a hospital. Soon. How long does he have? Hour. Maybe 2. Then we have time. They fly south. Toward the coast, toward extraction, toward whatever comes next. J1 closes his eyes. Feels Nia's heartbeat against his ribs. Steady, strong, alive. Worth it, he thinks. All of it, worth it. The hospital is private. Off the books. A place where questions aren't asked and wounds are treated without reports. J1 wakes to white ceiling tiles and the smell of antiseptic. His body is a catalog of pain. Shoulder, thigh, ribs, ear. But he's alive. Dorcas sits in the chair beside the bed. Hasn't changed clothes. Still has blood on her hands. His blood. Other people's blood. How long? He asks. 36 hours. Nia? Safe. Downstairs. Eating ice cream and watching cartoons. Dorcas stands. Walks to the window. They debriefed her. Gently. She told them everything. Every detail. Like she was describing a movie. Is she okay? I don't know. She's 6. She watched her father get shot 3 times and kept moving. That's not normal. Maybe she's strong. Or maybe she's broken. Dorcas turns. Eyes hollow. We did that. We broke her. We saved her. Did we? Or did we just teach her that violence is the answer? J1 tries to sit up. Pain. Immediate. He stops. What do you want me to say? I want you to tell me this was worth it. That we didn't destroy her childhood for nothing. It was worth it. How do you know? Because she's alive. Because she's downstairs eating ice cream. Because she still has a childhood to destroy. He looks at her. That's more than 800 other children had yesterday. Dorcas closes her eyes. The files went live. Every agency, every government. They're moving on the networks now. Raids, arrests, hundreds of them. Good. You're on every watch list in the world. Expected. They want you to testify. Next month. The Hague. I'll be there. They're offering a deal. Full cooperation, witness protection, reduced sentence. How reduced? 5 years. Maybe 3 with good behavior. 3 years. 3 birthdays. 3 Christmases. 3 years of Nia growing up without him. What's the alternative? 30 to life. The choice isn't a choice. I'll take the deal. Dorcas nods. Expected. I already told them you would. And you? Immunity. Full. I'm the victim and the witness and the handler. They need me clean. What about Nia? She disappears. New name. New country. Witness protection handles it. And when I get out, if you get out, you find us. If you don't, she doesn't finish. You'll tell her about me. Every day. They sit in silence. The weight of it settling. 3 years. Maybe forever. Maybe never. There's something else, Dorcas says. Demon. Before he died, he sent a package. To who? Everyone. Media. Governments. Competitors. Full dossier on you. Every crime. Every deal. Every body. So I'm done regardless. Pretty much. J1 laughs. Hurts his ribs. Stops. He always did plan ahead. There's a video. Want to see it? Should I? Probably not. Show me anyway. Dorcas pulls out a tablet. Presses play. Demon's face fills the screen. Recorded before the penthouse. Before the end. He's sitting in an office. Calm. Composed. If you're watching this, I'm already dead, and you're wondering why I did it. The answer is simple. I'm a businessman, and business is about leverage. You thought you had all the leverage, J1. The empire, the power, the fear. But you forgot one thing. You're human, and humans are weak. They love, they feel, they make mistakes. I exploited every single one. The woman, the child, the guilt. I used it all, and even if I die, I win, because I've destroyed you. Not with bullets, with truth. Every agency in the world now knows what you are. Every government wants you. Every enemy will find you. You're finished. But here's the thing you never understood. I don't care about the empire. I care about the game. And watching you burn? That's the best game of all. Goodbye, old friend. See you in hell. The video ends. Dorcas closes the tablet. He was right, Jaewon says quietly. He did win. No, he didn't. Dorcas sets the tablet down. He thought destroying you would break you, but you're still here. Still breathing. Still choosing her over everything else. That's not losing. That's winning differently. Winning from prison. Winning from anywhere that lets you wake up knowing you did the right thing. She touches his hand. 3 years. We can wait 3 years. Can she? She's stronger than you think. She shouldn't have to be. Neither should you. But here we are. The door opens. A nurse. Mr. Kim? You have a visitor. I'm not taking visitors. She's insistent. Says her name is Nia, and you're her daddy. And if we don't let her see you, she's going to scream until the building falls down. Dorcas almost smiles. Let her in. The door opens wider. Nia stands there. Orange elephant. Hospital bracelet. Her hair is braided. Someone took care. Made her feel safe. She runs to the bed. Climbs up. Careful of the wires and tubes. You look terrible, she says. Thank you. The doctors say you're going to be okay. They're right. Are you going to jail? Dorcas tenses. Nia. It's fine. Jaewon looks at his daughter. Yes, I am. For how long? A while. Will I see you? I don't know. Nia processes this. 6 years old and already doing math on loss. Mommy says you're going to jail because you're a good person now. Your mommy is generous. She says you used to be bad, but now you're trying to be better. And sometimes trying to be better means paying for the bad things you did before. Jaewon looks at Dorcas. She shrugs. Didn't know what else to say. That's true, he tells Nia. I did bad things. A lot of them. And I have to pay for that. But you saved me. That doesn't erase the rest. I know. But it counts. It has to count. It does. Just not enough. Nia hugs him. Carefully. Around the bandages and the pain. I'll wait for you, she whispers. However long. I'll wait. Jaewon closes his eyes. Holds her. You don't have to. I want to. Why? She pulls back. Looks at him. Amber eyes to amber eyes. Because you're my daddy. And daddy's come home. The words break something. Something that needed breaking. Jaewon nods. Can't speak. Just nods. Dorcas touches Nia's shoulder. Come on, baby. Let him rest. 1 more minute. Nia, please. Dorcas relents. Steps back. Nia leans close. Whispers. Mommy loves you. She just doesn't know how to say it yet. But I can tell. I'm good at telling. How do you know? Because she looks at you the way I look at my elephant. Like if it got lost, she'd burn the world to find it. Jaewon looks at Dorcas. She's turned away, pretending not to hear. Is that how you look at your elephant? Every day. Then I'm a lucky man. Nia smiles, kisses his forehead, climbs down. Dorcas takes her hand, leads her to the door, stops, looks back. 3 years, she says. We'll be here. How will I find you? You won't have to. I'll find you. They leave. The door closes. Jaewon lies there, alone with the beeping machines and the weight of choice. 3 years, or 30, or forever. But somewhere, in a place he can't follow yet, his daughter will be eating ice cream and drawing pictures of houses with windows, and her mother will be standing guard, keeping watch, keeping faith, and maybe, possibly, waiting. It's enough. It has to be. 6 months later, the mountain safe house has been rebuilt. New door, new windows, the blood scrubbed clean. Jaewon won't see it for another 2.5 years, but Dorcas sends photos. Nia in front of the house, Nia on the porch, Nia holding up a drawing of a man who looks like him. He keeps them in his cell. All of them. A gallery of what he's fighting for. The testimony lasts 4 weeks. Every question answered. Every detail documented. No lies. No omissions. Just the truth. Clean and brutal. The prosecution asks for 30 years. The defense argues for 3. The judge splits the difference. 8 years. Eligible for parole in 5. 5 years. Nia will be 11. When they sentence him, Dorcas is in the gallery. Nia is not. Too young, too much. Dorcas doesn't cry, just sits, watches, nods once when he looks at her. Afterward, they get 15 minutes. Prison visitation room, glass between them. 5 years, Dorcas says. I know. She'll be in middle school. I know. She won't understand. I know. Pause. Dorcas presses her palm to the glass. He matches it, heat through barrier. I'm not waiting, she says. His heart stops. I'm not waiting. She repeats, I'm living. I'm raising her. I'm building a life. And when you get out, if you get out, you'll have to meet us where we are, not where we were. I understand. Do you? Yes. Good. She stands, preparing to leave, stops. But I'm not forgetting either. What you did, what you chose, it counts. All of it counts. Thank you. Don't thank me. Just survive. And when you get out, find us. How? The same way I found you 6 years ago. By not giving up. She walks away, doesn't look back. Jae-won watches her go. This woman who saved him and left him and came back and might, possibly, love him still. Then he's led away, to processing, to prison, to 5 years of nothing but time. 4.5 years later. Parole hearing. Jae-won sits in front of the board, hands folded, posture correct. Mr. Kim, you've served your time exemplarily. No incidents, no infractions, full cooperation with ongoing investigations. The board is prepared to grant early release. Thank you. However, there are conditions. Continued monitoring, regular check-ins, restricted travel. Do you accept these terms? Yes. Then this board grants parole, effective immediately. They release him at dawn. The clothes he wore into prison don't fit anymore. He's thinner, harder, different. A car waits. Not Dorcas, a driver. Envelope on the seat. He opens it. Coordinates. A date. Tomorrow. 8 a.m. That's all. The drive takes 14 hours. North. Into mountains. Into silence. He arrives at sunset. The safe house looks the same. Different. Lived in. Loved. He knocks. The door opens. Nia stands there. 11 years old. Taller. Hair longer. Still has the same eyes. She stares at him. Processing. Remembering. Hi, sweetheart, he says. You're skinny. Prison food. Mommy said you might not come. I always come. I know. I told her that. She steps aside. Lets him in. The house is warm. Smells like coffee and breakfast. Dorcas stands at the stove. Eggs. Bacon. Toast. She doesn't turn around. You're early, she says. I drove fast. I made extra. She plates food. Sets it at the table. Sit. He sits. Nia sits across from him. Orange elephant in the chair beside her. Worn. Loved. Survived. They eat in silence. Simple. Normal. The kind of normal that costs everything and means everything. When they're done, Dorcas finally looks at him. You're different. So are you. We all are. She stands. Clears plates. You can stay, if you want. There's a room upstairs. For how long? As long as you need. And then we see. Jae-won nods. Doesn't push. Thank you. Nia reaches across the table. Takes his hand. Are you staying? If you'll have me. I will. She squeezes. Mommy will too. She's just scared. Of what? That you'll leave again. I won't. Promise. Promise. Nia smiles. Let's go. Runs outside. To the porch. To the sun. Dorcas watches through the window. She drew you every day. Every single day for 4.5 years. I kept every photo you sent. I know, the warden told me. She turns, looks at him, really looks. You did it. You survived. We all did. No. Some of us thrived. You survived. She steps closer. That's not an insult. That's a fact. You went to hell and came back. That's enough. Is it, for today? Yes. Jae-won stands, walks to the window, watches Nia on the porch, drawing, always drawing. Nelson Mandela once said, "There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere," he says quietly. I used to think that meant sacrifice, pain, endurance, but now I understand. It means choice. Every day, over and over, choosing the hard path because it's the right one. Dorcas moves beside him. Is that what you did? I tried. Is it enough? I don't know. He looks at her. Is it? She doesn't answer immediately. Just stands there, watching their daughter, feeling the weight of 5 years and 6 months and all the days in between. Then, ask me again tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. Outside, Nia looks up, waves, smiles. They wave back. 2 broken people and the child they broke and saved and love more than breath. Stay with me, Dorcas says. Not a command, an invitation. In this world, in this light, For as long as we have, J1 doesn't answer with words. Just reaches for her hand. She lets him take it. They stand there. In the kitchen. In the morning. In the space between what was and what might be. Dorcas turns to him. Do you know what I realized while you were gone? What? That freedom isn't about where you are. It's about who you choose to be when no one's watching. She pauses. There's something James Baldwin wrote that I kept coming back to. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. You faced it. All of it. Every ugly truth. That's why you're standing here. J1 absorbs the words. Lets them settle. I faced it because I had to. Because the alternative was losing both of you. No. Dorcas steps closer. You faced it because you chose to. That's the difference between who you were and who you are. Outside, Nia looks up from her drawing. Waves. Smiles. They wave back. Two broken people and the child they broke and saved and love more than breath. Stay with me, Dorcas says. Not a command. An invitation. In this world, in this light, for as long as we have. J1 doesn't answer with words. Just reaches for her hand. She lets him take it. They stand there. Together. Not fixed. Not healed. Just willing to face what comes next. And for the first time in 6 years, Kim J1 believes in possibility. Not redemption. Not forgiveness. Not even love. Just possibility. It's enough. The throne is gone. The empire is ash. But the family remains. If you felt the weight of every choice made in the dark, if you stayed for the slow burn, and the hope that even broken things can rebuild, then you belong here. Subscribe to Velvet Noir. More stories are waiting where the danger is real, but the devotion is deeper. Sleep well, stay in the light, and remember nothing can be changed until it is faced.